All right, I'm back again, and well, there's so much stuff going down. I can't keep up with it, especially with everything else going down. I know there has the Trump libel case, I believe it was, where the writer said that he defamed him. He was found not guilty of rape, and they said that I think they found him guilty of inappropriate touching or contact, which that's questionable because they used his a video clip of grabbing by the you-know-what and as proof. I don't know how well that would work, especially when didn't they kind of do something similar to get Bill Cosby off? So I know that's being appealed. It's also funny that they said that he committed defamation because he said it didn't happen. But then said he was not guilty of rape. So it didn't happen, but it did. Very interesting. It's also quite interesting some of the other things I'm seeing, such as the fact that Trump's poll numbers are going up. I'm curious if what's going down with Alvin Bragg. I believe that's a different case entirely, because this was civil and Bragg is criminal. I'm curious how that's going to pan out now, because Trump kind of got off squeaky clean, as well as squeaky clean, just about as squeaky clean as you can when you're, well, him. Let's not get it, let's not overlook the fact that he's kind of a horn dog and kind of feels entitled to do whatever he wants. So yeah, let's not overlook that. But yeah, that was about the only way it could have been better is if everything in regards to the defamation case had been if everything had been thrown out entirely. And let's face it, the chances of that happening were slim to none, if for no other reason. Trump's kind of abrasive. But still, his polling has gone up. Now you ask, why is this relevant? I have a firm belief that there are those questioning how well Biden could do in Trump versus Biden round 2. I believe I mentioned it in the video before. If I did, I may or may not have actually uploaded it, because I've had a lot of videos I've just gone back and deleted. I don't keep track of what I do. These videos I do are entirely off the cuff. No script, and I don't write down what I did. But I do get the feeling there is concern about that from the Democrats. And the reason I'm going to say this is there's been a lot of recent developments in regards to whistleblowers and with the Biden family scandals, if you will, non-family members taking money from China, things like that. And recently, one of the whistleblowers is claiming that he was removed, or they were removed by the IRS from investigating Hunter Biden at the request of the DOJ. Now, when you look at everything and you see that's a major violation of whistleblower laws. That's federal laws that they just, if this in fact did happen, that they violated. And I'm going to go with allegedly, because innocent until proven guilty. It still applies. But there's one thing that kind of sticks up. It's one thing when the New York Post says it. It's another thing when Fox says it. Because they're kind of trying to, weather their own storms, and yeah, they've got enough issues on their own. They're trying to get viewership back up. But when CBS covers it, and you start getting other mainstream news media outlets covering it, something's up there. Because there's a lot of stuff they've downplayed a good bit. A lot of stuff. They downplayed the Hunter Biden laptop thing, and I don't even think I've seen that much from them in regards to the fact that we now know that, yeah, it was legitimate, and they 51 intelligence officials were solicited to sign off saying it was fake, knowing that it was legitimate. I haven't heard a whole lot about that from the mainstream media sources, but the fact that you're starting to see those cracks, that confirms that there's concern there with how well Biden could do, one, against Trump, and two, there's a lot of concerns about his age and health. Let's get real. The only problem I see is, who would the Democrats get to run in his place? Kind of like with the Republicans and Trump. I don't think there is anyone. I mean, DeSantis is shooting himself in the foot with taking on Mickey Mouse, especially when he has to go to Israel to sign the bill doing it. There's a bit of fallout there. Who else would the Republicans get on tap to run? They really haven't done a good job of building anyone up. Now let's flip the switch to the Democrats. Who have they really built up? No one. I think they honestly thought things would be better, further, more improved with Biden, that his approval rating wouldn't be as low as it is, and all this stuff, that he wouldn't come across as a bumbling buffoon at times, and I don't see that happening, and I don't think they feel that very good about him. And I think they are laying the groundwork to have a reason to either not have him to drop out, or that if he were seriously challenged, he would lose the nomination. Even though they've already said there would be no debates, I think that may change when someone else comes along to challenge him, to Biden. Because right now the main contender he has is RFK Jr. And if they don't want Biden to have it, they definitely sure as shit don't want Trump to have it. They definitely don't want RFK Jr. to have it. It's kind of like with Trump. They don't want Trump to have it. I don't think they definitely don't want DeSantis to have it right now. The closest thing they have to competition for Trump is Vivek Ramaswamy. They don't want him to have it. So I'm still curious, if not Trump, who? If not Trump, the person that's going to get the Republican nomination, I don't think has joined the fight yet. And if not Biden, the person that will have the Democrat nominee hasn't joined yet. Just a gut feeling. There's still a part of me thinks there's a good chance we'll see Biden versus Trump round 2. very well may have a different outcome this go around. Because I'm not... If you go back and look at my videos, I said, you know, if the economy hasn't opened up, things haven't gotten back to somewhat normal, Trump would not win the re-election. I said that for 2020. The thing is, they have tried every way in the world to say, we're not in a recession, we're not in a recession, we're not in a recession. And we've had like 2 or 3 of the worst bank failures in United States history, one after another. I think they're coming to grips with the fact, yeah, we're already there, and it could get worse. And if that does happen, even if Trump gets a Republican nomination, things do get worse. The bottom falls out of the housing market, which it is cooling. I've seen multiple houses that before would sell pretty much as quick as they could put the sign out, gone months without selling, and even with reduced prices. Some of them have reduced pricing multiple times. One or two little things go wrong, there's no way Biden could get reelected. And I think they know that. They see, with everything going down with Hunter, with everything with the economy going on and potentially going on, there's no way. I think they see that, they realize it, and they're trying to lay the groundwork to get someone else in that without the baggage, without the damage. I just don't see who it is yet. And with Trump, if we see Trump versus Biden round 2, honestly, at this point, I think we'll see, it won't be, the results will not be flip-flopped from 2020. I firmly believe Trump would beat him, but I believe it will be close. Maybe not as close as it was with Hillary, because I don't remember what went down with Hillary versus the numbers between Hillary and 2016 and 2020. I think it will be, there's a good potential that Trump will beat Biden more decisively than what went down with Hillary. It just won't be as decisive as when in 2020. Just my thoughts at this time. Again, we have, really and truthfully, we'll have about a year before I will feel confident in my prediction. But this time, that's kind of how I'm feeling it's going. If someone else, if the Republicans and Democrats don't come up with a different nominee, I think there's a good chance Trump versus Biden round 2. And the way things are trending, I think there's a good chance Biden would lose that. Let me know what you think. I'll try to throw a link or two down below.